Today, we are taking a look at a fast, decently armed, mid-size hauler that, oh hey guys, this is the wrong ship. This is the C1, we're doing the Zeus today. Yeah, I know it is, but we're doing the Zeus, okay? Alright, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Have you ever looked at a Dorito and thought, what if spaceship? Well, RSI has the perfect ship for you. The perfect ship for you. The RSI Zeus Mk II CL. We are sporting the sun-swept paint, which is a decent yellow as far as yellows go. But to be honest, I think the C1 wears it a little better. The Zeus does have a couple size 4 guns for the pilot. And it actually has a couple more guns, but the pilot doesn't get access to them. And one nice feature about the Zeus is that it does have multiple entry and exit points. So right here you can see the ladder access. And over here you can see the pelvic guns. The Zeus likes to tell people that these are size 4, but they're actually size 3, I've measured. Which, look, it's nothing to be ashamed about. Lots of ships have size 3 guns. It's not a big deal. Continuing to the rear of the ship, we have a ramp access and guys, get it together. Get the C1 out of here. Sorry about that. Alright, here we go. So it's got a pretty good sized cargo bay, 128 SCU, although it's kind of a strange configuration. Here's the layout. Some people find that it is a bit of a hassle. So as we head further into the ship, to our left is the habs for the crew. To our right is a kitchen. Let's take a look at the habs. Is everyone decent in there? Okay, I'm coming in. So we've got a little sleeping area. Sleeps 4, but honestly, just stick to 3. You and 2 of your crewmates. And I say that because, honestly, the captain's bed is terribly uncomfortable. I don't know who came up with this bed, but I don't think the designer has ever seen a human before. And speaking of terrible things that are unfit for humans, here's a bathroom without a bidet. So yeah, enjoy sharing this small space, you and your crew all having dirty butts together. Okay, let's head over to the kitchen. We have a sink that is shallower than the plates that you eat off of. You've got a little food prep area, including some storage that you can use to place food and drinks. See, isn't that fun? It's fun to play house with your little dollhouse ship. Alright, close that up. Safe and secure. Then you also have a little eating area that has room for you and your imaginary blind date. What'd you have planned for your date? Oh, that sounds fun. Well, when the time comes that your pretend date has decided that they've heard enough of you talking about your fleet, there are 2 convenient points of egress. First, we have the aforementioned ladder. Then we also have an airlock. I'm a big fan of having airlocks, especially when they're close to the bridge. So now we enter the bridge, and of course we have 3 seats for you and your make-believe crewmates. So why don't we just climb on in and, No. No. Stop it. Stop it right now. This isn't funny anymore, okay? Jeez, it's so hard to find good help these days. Oh, yeah, by the way, as a super helpful commenter pointed out in one of the last videos, and some of you have probably guessed by now, I'm actually a team of people. Because obviously a woman could not write and produce these videos alone. So, well, I guess introductions are in order. So there's me. My name's Jillian. I provide the voice talent. And then we have our writer. Do you want to introduce yourself? Hi, my name's Jill, and I do the writing. Thanks, Jill. And then last but not least, we also have our editor. Hello, my name is also Jill, and I do the editing. Thanks, Jills. Alright, now that we are all introduced, I think it's time to put on our serious face and do some gameplay. So I was thinking, since at the time of this recording, the infamous resource drive is still going on, I'm done with Microtech. It was a hard-fought battle. I was doing large cargo pickups with my trusty Starlancer Max. And to be honest, it's part of the reason that I have not played Star Citizen in a bit and why I haven't made any more Star Citizen videos recently. I had to just step away from this fucking game. Well, that and real-life work. But anyways, I was able to start ArcCorp. That was extremely rough, just trying to do the starter mission, because ArcCorp has a scarcity of pickup locations for the starter mission. And most only have one elevator, so most of the time, on most servers, it was just impossible. And I know there are workarounds now, but at the time, I didn't know of any. So anyways, I was going to continue with ArcCorp. Apparently, these are FPS missions that are on the ground, but if you have a ship that has a tractor beam, you don't actually have to get out of your ship. You can just pick them up off the ground, put them into your ship, and take off without having to land and fight the enemies. So I was going to give that a try, because this ship does have a tractor beam, so that seems like a good use for it. And then I was also thinking of maybe doing one of these space combat ones, just to kind of get an idea for how the ship performs in combat. So I've got a contract here. We need to go to Walla and get 10 boxes of 8 SCU and deliver it to Area 18 or Bajini. Now, my understanding is that in the Zeus, even though you have to be in the co-pilot seat to use the tractor beam, you can actually fly the ship from the co-pilot seat. So we're gonna try that. And that does appear to be the case. Kick ass. So let's enter remote turret. There we go. Okay, good deal. I can't... Quantum drive is not engaging. Oh, maybe I can't quantum from the co-pilot seat. Interesting. It does feel a little weird to be flying from this side of the ship. That's okay. Oh, it's got... Shit, there's a turret. Okay, my flight stick is not responding. Is that turret gonna be hostile? I don't know. There's our stuff. Okay, now we are getting a warning hostile territory. But, the turret isn't doing anything. I really don't trust this at all. Should I just... Oh, I'm being shot at. Oh, you know what? It's the guys on the ground. They're shooting at me with their little tiny firearms and itty-bitty bullets. It's so cute. Okay, well, as long as that turret stays chill, I don't think these small arms can do anything. Well, this is hilarious. Yoink. Okay, I will have to reposition, no big deal. You know, this is our first time, we're learning. Learning is fun. Yeah, this is gonna have to be 2 trips, I think. Oh, that sucks. God, controlling this tractor beam noodle is just... this is the worst. Shit. Oh, you bastard, god damn it. This should have been the perfect ship for this job. I think we're gonna have 1 box that we can't fit. It's so close to being perfect. I wonder... this is probably gonna be a bad idea, but we'll find out together. No way. I think we're good. I think we're actually good. We'll just do a quick visual check to confirm that we have all the boxes. We do. Holy shit, I did not expect that to work. Well, I have to give credit where it's deserved. I think the Zeus earned it. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that view. My goodness. That is stunning. Is that the thumbnail? It might be. Alright, Mr. Pico, take control of the tractor beam and load the boxes into the elevator. Mr. Pico? Oh, he's drunk again. Ugh, I'll do it myself. I'm gonna be honest, I don't hate this tractor beam. And I usually do. I usually despise the tractor beams on ships. I hate the way that they handle. I still can't believe we fit all those boxes on. I mean, you know, they were off-grid, but that counts. That's how C1 enjoyers do it. They get nasty, they do it off-grid, so why can't we? Oh, it didn't complete the mission. It's not counting. Well, it looks like we still have our boxes, so that's good. Okay, plan B. We'll cancel this mission, and then we'll take the generic mission and turn them in for that. Shame on me for thinking that I could step away for a couple weeks and come back and maybe some of the shit would work. Okay, there we go. I think that's a good sign. Are you for real right now? Oh, do I have to submit it? Yeah, that must be. Yep. I wish that I had checked my reputation before I did that so I could see how much of a difference that made. I think I had just cleared this tier, so probably about that amount. So I'd probably need to do this mission, I don't know, 10 times. That's not bad, actually, to finish ArcCorp, if I split that up over a few days. Now, there are some space combat missions, but honestly, I'm pretty sure that I would not be able to do the large one. I was doing them in my Starlancer Max, and I was able to complete it, but it could get kind of dicey, depending on how the server FPS was. And honestly, I don't think the ship would survive the large missions, at least not with me piloting it. So for the small mission, we can get 50 to 55 SCU. And I know that the fast way of doing these, or at least the efficient way of doing these, is to fly in, bail out of your ship, and EVA into the abandoned transport, take control of it, and quantum to a drop-off location. But I'm not trying to show you how to maximize your reputation gains. I just want to try some combat. So we're just going to take this mission and we'll go there, we'll kill some fighters, and we'll transfer the boxes to our ship. Oh, you know what? I think what has happened with my joysticks is that they got swapped. And I think there's a command. It's pp underscore resort devices joystick 1 2. I think that's it. Yeah. I know there's like Joystick Gremlin and VJoy out there to prevent that sort of thing from happening. But I don't know. I tried it. The interfaces were obnoxious, and I just lost interest in trying to find a permanent solution. Alright, I'm going to do some power management. I did put CFs on this ship because we'll be fighting smaller ships and we'll want the faster projectile speeds. And also I changed the pelvic guns to ballistics so that I can reroute more power to my pilot guns. So what do we have? We have a vulture and a mole. Are you serious? I guess we have some industrialists that are Breaking Bad. They'll deal with the mole last. Oh, it looks like there's a fighter. What are you? 100i. Wow, fancy ass pirates.
Enemy down.
Nice desync, of course. It's what we expect. Alright, where is the big chunky boy? Maybe I should switch to lag pips. Seems like maybe just hammering one spot will help. I think another fighter showed up.
Shields damaged.
Another origin ship. Wow, these are fancy pirates. Okay, I need to switch to lead for the smaller target.
Enemy down.
Maybe if I use gimbals. See, this is kind of where I wish that I had the M6s. Because this is just taking forever. Did he just give up? I think he did. Wow. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm not ashamed.
Enemy down.
God, that was terrible. Alright, now we just need to pull up nice and close. Ass to ass. Well, we're gonna have to get out and EVA over to open the other ship. Alright, let's do this. And this is where I usually discover that I am not wearing a helmet. I don't know, maybe it would be better to like... Can I rotate it? Okay, this is not great. Alright, this is fucking garbage. Well, it's gonna suck, but I'm better off doing this by hand. See, this is all I wanted to do. Okay, we are all loaded up. Time to skedaddle. I'll be curious to see if this mission works when we try to hand it in. Okay, our boxes are stuck. You have to be kidding me. There we go. You had better work.
All right. All corp appreciates
Good deal.
your delivery and
So yeah, I would not do that mission with this ship, but we did learn some limitations about the Zeus. So my final comprehensive rating of the Zeus Mk II CL, for style, I'm going to give it 4 bags of popcorn, but I'll throw in a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. For cargo, I'm going to give it 4 bags as well, and the bags are small size. For entryways, guys, I think this is going to be our first 6-bagger. 6 bags of popcorn, 2 bags for every point of egress. Well done, Zeus. Guns, yeah, looks like it. Shields, yeah, shields are cool. So I think that just about covers it. If you made it all the way to the very end, I thank you so much. You are truly wonderful. And I hope you have a lovely day. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a hot date. Hey, it's nice to see you off duty. Yeah, so my first ship was a Mustang Alpha, and it was pretty good. It's like a space motorcycle. Then, I wanted to get into rock mining, so I got the Nomad. I upgraded to the Nomad, and that ship, well, it has a flatbed, kind of like a truck. It's like a space truck, really. And that was pretty good for a while. But then the Starlancer Max came out, and that was love at first sight. Now, the thing about the Starlancer is that it has a big fat dick.